Action.
All right. You guys let me know when we go live.
We get some people in there.
Yeah, right.
See if anybody's going to show up at 5 o'clock Central Time.
Right.
You can watch this whole ad.
Right.
Oh, did you pull it up on your phone?
Yeah, I got it. We're
You can see it right now? Are we rolling?
We rolling.
In there.
All right, everybody. For anybody that's in there right now, I'm not able to see anybody, but I'm going to explain to you what we got going on right now. But you guys already read the title. The title is The Best Minds in Barbecue. Oh, there we go. Hey, this is looking good. That's right. So, as soon as they get the comments up, we'll start going over some of the comments. And again, I'm going to probably wait like 30 seconds to a minute for people to get in here, and then I'll explain. For some of you guys that's in here, you're going to know who this is to my left. I'll do it like that, to my left. And then we got another gentleman to his left. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn it over to them right now. Just go ahead and tell them who you are. That'd be the best way.
Oh, all right. Hey, I'll go first. Malcolm Reed, How to Barbecue Right.
Mark Williams, Swine Like Barbecue.
Now, you guys, look, when I say the best minds in barbecue, you know what I mean? I don't mean no disrespect, because there's probably some barbecue channels in here. But if you're a barbecue channel and you've been on YouTube, you definitely know who these two gentlemen are. Listen, I've been blessed enough to be able to come out here to Memphis. That's where I'm going live from right now. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee, folks. You know, out here with both of these two gentlemen. I came out here to get myself some inspiration, you know what I mean, and to learn, just to be honest with you, you know, because I know what has been passed down to myself, you know, and I was just thinking, you know, after talking to Malcolm, he just found out I'm a fanboy. I've been a fan of his channel for many, many moons. You know what I mean? And then this guy right here, hey, he swear up and down I don't know who he is. You want me to call out a couple of your videos?
Yeah,
bro?
shoot. Let me hear it.
Just wait a minute. Hey, hey, but anyway, you know, hey, let's get some comments up there. Let me go ahead and read this. Hey, let me just say this too. Your setup here right now is nice, bro.
Thanks, man. Thanks. We're trying to do this is where we do our podcast, so we we try to fix it up. We're still learning. We no pros by any means, but we have fun with it.
Oh no, this is it. Do we got any other comments?
Yes, we got a lot of people coming out. It looks like somebody, Kanisha Robinson, you are so dope. I love you. Love all the way from New York.
Ooh.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, we reaching far.
That's a long way from here.
Right.
It is.
Hey, I want to hear from somebody that not that I don't want to hear from everybody, but I want to. How far can we go today? You know, right now I'm in Tennessee. Where are all my Cali people at? And then what about the people that's overseas?
That's right.
You know what I mean? Anybody from overseas in here? Then we can go down under too. You know what I mean?
Hey, Australians know how to get down on some barbecue.
Oh, they do. Yeah.
Man, you can see some of that beef they put out there.
Excellent
They have the
beef.
meat stocks.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, you know what? When you think of Australia, though, you think about, like, I don't know. I heard people eat kangaroo.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sure that's like native, you know, to their country.
Yeah. You don't think of Wagyu beef, do you?
No.
Man, that's where we get our brisket from. All the ones we cook in competitions, they're Australian bred.
Really?
Man, and it's probably
unreal.
the best coming over here. I mean,
Really?
it really, yeah.
Really?
We get them through this butcher down in Florida, the butcher shop. Man, he's talking about the best beef. It's coming out of Australia.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta get you some if you ain't never tried it.
Yeah,
I gotta get you hooked up, Mr. Kevin. Now.
Oh, yes, please.
He ain't scared to ship something to California.
Yes, please. All right, talk to me.
Hey, so we got Texas in the house. We got Louisiana, D.C., Maryland.
Hey, stop for a sec. I gotta pay homage to Louisiana. Hey, what it do, folks? That's right.
We got Texas, North Dakota,
North Dakota.
Kentucky,
Oh, yeah, we starting to hit around
the
here.
Bay
now.
Area, Los Angeles,
Yeah.
Indiana, Fresno, California.
Oh, okay. Hey, we representing the West right now.
it.
Pretty tough, huh? Hey, so I'm gonna explain again a little bit why I'm out this way. It was really about for me to come out here and just like learn. You know, when you're talking about honing your craft, you know, and being next to people. And for me, I talk a lot. You know what I mean? And as you see, you know, I'm on the mic right now, but you know, me being out this way, I kept my mouth shut. You know what I mean? Because listen, you guys got the knowledge. You know what I mean? And I know how to do some of what you guys do, but just watching the way you guys do it, that right there was just monumental. And you got the definition of why. You know what I mean? When we watching meat, we figuring out why. We figuring out the temperatures and stuff like that. And I just want to be better than what I am. You know what I mean? So that's why I kept my mouth shut. kind of like how you being quiet right now. You know what I mean?
I'm soaking it up,
yeah,
man.
right. I just keep my mouth shut. And then, you know what? And I was glad you guys shared that with myself because, listen, I'm finna share with millions, as you do on your channel also, you know?
That's what it's about to us, man. I love getting a chance, and I don't get to do it all the time, but getting the chance to work with other people. You know, and if I can show somebody something, they can show me something. Man, we both win.
Oh, yeah.
You showed me that wing video, how to make the best lemon pepper wings I've ever made. I promise you. You're gonna see me messing with that recipe. I'm gonna tweak it to a little grill version. I got some ideas. I'm gonna play with the butter, the lemon pepper, the fresh lemon juice in it, tossing the wing. Man, that's where it's at.
Excellent wing, though. And that's the thing. Anytime you cook with whoever, you might, like, I've never met you. I've seen you on YouTube, but we both pick up on things. Every time you fire a grill up, every time you cook around somebody, or if you don't do that, you at least pick up inspiration. And that's all that matters.
Right. That's all. Hey, that's what it's about right there. Hey, you know what I like being around? I like being around you too, because look, I can tell just the way we all can grab a spliff, just the way we can grab it, you know, hey, dude know a little something about what he doing. You know what I mean? Hey, it's these little telltale little things that we do, and then we all shooting a little, little one words to one another, letting trying to see, like, does he know what I'm talking about? Does he know? But that's it. I keep my mouth shut and I just want to learn. And then you guys right now, okay, look, we got comments on the screen right now.
Carolyn Bonner, Tennessee in the house.
Oh, look at Tennessee folks.
Tennessee folks, that's right. Hey, well, then you got to know who these gentlemen are right here next to me then. Hey, Tim, what's going on? I'll pick up something from... Hey, Tim, who would have ever thought that I'd be sitting across the table from these two legends right here, huh?
I don't know about legend, but we something.
You got
Dayton, Ohio.
Mr. Make It Happen is in the chat, and Cooking with CJ's in the chat.
Hey, CJ, Mr. Make It Happen. Hey, I got to call you Matt, man. I know you're going to be mad. I'm using your government name on here. Hey, but who just would have ever thought that I'd be sitting at the table like this right here? You know what I mean? But I can tell you this. I'm going to share some information. I have learned a lot. Right now, my head is super big. I might have to buy 2 plane tickets to get home tomorrow.
Man, I've been seeing some Tennessee. There's some Memphis folks in there, AB.
Oh, yeah, Patrice, she from, we got VA in the house, South Georgia.
Hey, that Timberline's a good grill. I saw that roll through there.
Oh, did you? Okay. Yeah. So, you know what? Hey, this is the opportunity for everybody that's in here that, you know, shares the passion of the grill. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and just put the gender on there also. What up, CJ? Okay, I'm gonna put the gender on it. You know, the gender, like saying stuff like this, and I don't mean no offense, but like some of the women, you know, if you have some interest and you want to ask some questions, you know what I mean. I got 2 of the best people around in barbecue. You know what I mean. Now's the time to ask the questions. You know, anything you want to know, what's their favorite grill, you can ask them. Hey, you can even ask about this setup right here, because when I tell you I came out here to get some inspiration, that's what I mean. I gotta have me a podcast room like yesterday.
Hey, the podcast, where's that? That's where we have fun, you know.
Right.
Now we throw down on the grills and stuff, but we get to sit down every week, AB, and just talk about what we've been up to, the recipes we're cooking. We talk about everything. You can say, I mean, I love to have guests on, and we just have fun with it.
Right. Hey, I see, man.
Hey, we're gonna switch camera angles for a moment.
Okay.
Yep.
So look, I'm gonna be looking at this camera right now because they're making an adjustment to another one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look off to the right, my right, and I'm going to read some of these comments. But I want you guys to ask some questions right here. I see right now it says, mind your own business. What's the best barbecue grill to buy? Let's start with that one right there.
Man, I'll tell you what, to get started, I always tell somebody to learn how to cook on a Weber kettle. Reason being, you can get an inexpensive grill. It's a great grill, but you can also set it up to smoke, set it up for 2s on fire. And once you learn to master the airflow, the fire management, how to set up the coals in there and run the different zone fires and cook long and low and slow or cook hot and fast. You learn that grill, you can take that to any other grill and you got the game's won.
Right. You know what? I agree. Me and the Weber kettle, we still fighting back and forth. I have not been able to, well, I won't say that. Twice I've made a brisket on there, a smaller brisket, and I was successful. And then the other, let's say just about 5 times, it just did not come out to my standard. You know, just trying to get the airflow, you know, stuff like that. I believe what you say. If you can master that, you can master anything.
That's a fact.
And what about you?
I might have to lean toward a pellet grill. You know, I want people to get involved and, you know, not get frustrated to cook, really learn the proteins, learn the recipes, learn what that meat does in that time period while you're cooking, and then fine tune your everything else. You know, don't get frustrated with the fire. Let the pellet grill do the work for you. Learn how to cook that meat and then graduate from there.
I like that too. Well said. You know what? I probably lean towards that first. You know what I mean? If somebody can, can afford it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the thing. They got a lot of pellet grills out there. From what I'm seeing, the only difference is because they all work just about the same. It look like it's the quality of what you're getting, whether it's going to last 2 or 3 years or is it going to last 8 years.
Right.
That's the only difference that I see.
You got to talk budget. Like, so it depends on how much money you got to spend, where you're going to go to. You know, if you're under $200, I'm going to go Weber. But if you got $500 to spend or, under 1,000, you're going to be in that pellet grill market.
And that's the thing too, is you don't want somebody getting started out, to get frustrated and never try it again. I feel like, that's the hardest part is learning that fire and learning what that grill's doing. So take that guesswork out, and enjoy the cook and, cook for your family and all that, and then move on from there. But I'm with you though. I mean, it all depends on how much money you want to spend.
Mama Bear Claudia, they say, wanting to build my outdoor kitchen. Thoughts?
One more time.
Do it.
One more time.
So, Mama Bear Claudia, wanting to build my outdoor kitchen. Thoughts? What are your thoughts?
Oh, yeah. Listen, if you're able to do that, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? It just opens up so many avenues. You know what I mean? All the way down to if you can cook outside, you don't have to worry about the fragrance inside of your house. Just think about the entertainment value. You know what I mean? You
enjoy
outside.
being outside.
That's just where I was going right now.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, that's one of the things I liked about being out this way. Because when I'm down south, you know what? When you guys do anything outside, even down to the frying, everything is outside.
Well, so that's a good question there, AB. What's some basic things you'd have in an outdoor kitchen? If you just getting started, getting you an outdoor kitchen, what are you going to put?
Hey, right off the bat, I'm going to do a flat top. You know what I mean?
I like the options on the flat top.
Yes, there's so many options. So many options. I was about to do a shameless plug on my little sandwich, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, just the options from there. Hey, especially the breakfast. Why not get out there with your family early in the morning? You can go out there and you don't have to go off to the lake or nowhere like that. You know what? You can do it right there in your backyard. Put them eggs, pancakes, everything. Super easy to do. I'd probably go, okay, so flat top, I would go with, for me, it would be a charcoal grill.
You got to have a grill.
You got to have, a charcoal grill.
Yep.
If you got a charcoal grill and you can get a pellet grill, I say do both.
That's the best.
You know what I mean?
I mean, so some people would do the ceramics like the Big Green Eggs or Kamado style. I personally would rather have a charcoal grill and then a smoker. That's what I'd rather have instead of having both. You can spend a lot of money on a Big Green Egg and you can do a lot with it, but I'd rather have just a regular charcoal grill and then maybe a pellet grill or another type smoker that's just a smoker.
Hey, just well said.
Yeah. Well, what about deep fryer though? You already touched on that. I'd have to have a deep fryer outside.
And you got to have a deep fryer too. Deep fryer really inexpensive.
Yep.
You know what I mean? A nice little an addition to what you got going on. I mean, you can do hamburgers, everything, and then you got the deep fryer. Now you can do fry a little bit too. Hey, them wings, I still smell them.
I'm gonna put me a prep sink out there. And then if I still got space and a little money, I'm probably going to have me a mini fridge. Keep them drinks cold.
Right, keep them drinks coming, right? Hey, for everybody following this channel, I want you guys to let me know in the comment section, not the comment section, leave a comment right here so I can read it. What would I have in my refrigerator? Tell me my favorite drink.
Man, I don't know.
Okay, watch. It's going to come up right now. Somebody going to say it. Hey, and for you guys on here, hey, Silent Edge, I saw what you said, man, earlier. You know what I mean? I read your comment. Hey, I'm sorry, I just can't read them all, but I'm reading them all. Hey, look, then we got Daryl from Bad Beach Barbecue. Got to have somewhere to boil some seafood, too. Hey, for sure, bro.
Right. Don't forget that. Don't forget that burner and big pot. At least the 80 quart. We got to boil them shrimp.
Hey, Chris, 11170. He got it. Look, everybody got it now.
Lemonade?
Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid.
All right, which flavor, though? We're going grape, tropical punch, cherry.
Woo! Let me see. What's my favorite right there? Put it on the screen right now.
Tequila.
Hey, somebody said iced tea.
Iced
hey,
tea.
I do that too.
Yeah. Hey, we got some good iced tea at Cozy Corner.
Oh, my goodness.
That was some down south.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Tea.
Hey, look, they just put, Corey Q.
Grape. Got that grape?
Yeah. Hey, either or, though. I'm going to be honest with you. Look, grape for sure. and then the second would be the red. You know what I
The only
mean?
one I don't mess with is orange. I don't like orange Kool-Aid.
I mean, but I ain't gonna lie to you. If Kool-Aid came in here walking here and he was all orange, I'm all over
Yeah,
him.
oh, really?
I'm all over him, bro. You'd be like, hey, AB, I gotta check you out, bro. I'm all over him, bro.
When we was little, we made the suicides. My mama gets so mad, we mix all the flavors.
right.
Didn't nowhere near right.
It was all right. You got no sugar in it. See, that's the whole trick to Kool-Aid. You got to put the
Kay
extra
Morgan
sugar.
said, don't overthink it. Hey, that's what's up. All right, Cynthia, what you got right there? You said, what's an inexpensive smoker you would recommend someone for just starting out? That's a good one.
Well, inexpensive, man. I would probably go in the line of a drum smoker or something like that, or either that Weber Smoky Mountain, something you can get. When I think inexpensive, I'm thinking less than, say, $350. That market, $350 down. You can get in the drum for that. Drum smokers are put the best flavor you can get for the money, and you can build one for probably
Under 200.
under 200.
Yeah.
You can buy a pit. Hey, I know. Do you know Big Papa Smokers out there in California?
No, I don't know.
They out there in Southern California somewhere. They got
my neck of the woods.
yeah. They got he's a heck of a Starling Ball owns it. He's a heck of a competitive barbecuer, but he owns a barbecue supply store. You can get it all online too. I bought a drum kit from him. Found a $15 refurbished food grade drum. You know, you put the kit together. I think the kit's about $120, and then you're ready to go. And you're ready. You can go do some competition cooking on it. It's so good. And so you're in less than 150. So
Worst part's painting it.
yeah. Then you got to paint. Go to AutoZone, get you some engine paint. It'd probably take about a dozen cans of
No,
it.
somebody here wanted a bright red one. 12 coats to get it to where it was red.
Where it was red.
Hey, that's a cooking machine though.
Okay. You know what? I got a drum smoker. I have never put no video on my channel.
Yeah. You
I
like
have.
it?
It was different, for me. To me, it was more of a. For me, I liked it just to hang the ribs like that.
Yeah.
Got to be careful though, because when your rib is
yeah.
long down there, it tend to get a little hot down there on the bottom.
Got to rotate them every 15 minutes. That's
Well,
what-
that's where I was
Yeah.
going wrong.
Yep.
But what I did was they came out excellent, but I cut them the bottom 4.
Yeah.
I just cut them off. And let's just say I got a dog. His name is Bosco.
He like
He ate well that day.
If you rotate them about every 15 minutes, just change positions, they won't burn up like that.
Okay.
What'd you used to do? You used to put
Another little
foil.
trick, I'd put full
Yeah.
over half the fire. That way I always had a zone, no heat, and then give them equal time in that zone, and that makes them cook even because you're rotating. And then by the time you're ready to wrap, you take them off and you wrap them up, and they don't. There's no way they can burn up.
Okay. I made mine too.
Yeah, homemade drum.
Mhm,
Man,
homemade drum.
What'd you put in it? You think? Less than
I know.
$150?
No, it was about 205,
Okay,
208.
that's still not bad though.
No.
I mean, from the store, you go buy a $200 smoker from the store, it ain't gonna last you a year. They're just made out of thin metal, it's
Right.
Chinese made. I mean,
Right. Marion Lewis. I hope I said it or pronounced it right. She says, I'm a female. How do I prepare a tomahawk steak? Now that's super easy.
yeah.
You know what? Let me hear what you got to say about that one.
Don't touch it, man. Put some salt, pepper, garlic on it.
That's
Cook
it.
medium rare.
I like
That's
to
it.
reverse sear it.
Yeah, if it's
Bring
thick,
it up slow because they're big. You don't want to mess up a big $1 steak like that. Start it off on the low side of the grill. Get you some smoke on it, just a little bit of smoke. You don't want it too smoky. And then at the very end, put it over the hot side and sear it.
Right. We got Matt in here. Matt, you still in here? That's from Mr. Make It Happen. He came out. We were shooting some stuff for our cookbook.
Go for it.
And then me and him was doing that, and we did some steaks. Steak is kind of like our specialty.
Yeah.
And then here's the thing. Anything that's really my specialty, like I told you I love smothered pork chops, I hardly ever make them on my channel. Some things I just overlook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I make a mean sweet tea also.
So what's your go-to steak recipe?
Just to revert.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. But you know what? I'm a fan of. I grew up putting everything that anybody would sell that sells steak seasoning. You put that on there. But as I've gotten older and I've learned, I'm gonna tell you this too. I was guilty of cooking my meat all the way through. You know what I mean? I grew up my mother cooking. We just had well done steak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It had to be
That's
super
the way
thin.
my mom eats. them
Right.
for
I
real.
had to learn that.
She
To
won't-
go
if,
ahead.
if she sees pink, she thinks it's blood.
heck, my
Right.
daddy,
That's
if he
just-
seen juice that was staying on there. What are you
Right.
talking about?
Yeah, if he saw juice.
Right. It can't even rest, huh?
I can't bring them around either. I mean, I want mine medium rare, medium at the most,
Right.
but it's not blood.
Right.
People just,
They just
muscle-
associate.
Yeah, they both color with the blood.
Yeah.
That's meat juice. All that stuff you see is delicious meat juice.
Right. So to answer your question and give it to you in a nutshell, listen, if you're able to get yourself a tomahawk steak, you know what I mean? The only thing I would tell you would be just like season it with salt and pepper.
If you want to get fancy, finish it off with a compound butter. You can,
That works too.
You can buy one or at the store, or you can make one real easy.
One.
I use just fresh garlic, shallot, a little salt and pepper, some parsley. Mix it up and stick of butter. Roll it up in a little plastic wrap. Stick it back in the fridge. And
let it firm up.
Yeah, let it firm up. Then you can slice it. Put that over that steak right at the very last. Let it melt. Man, it's good.
Oh, look, Dante say, remember to protect the bone. I mean, that's true too. Well, you know what? I don't really normally worry about that because I cook on, with 2 zones.
Yeah.
So the meat is always on the direct and my bone is always on indirect.
You don't have to worry about it as much. If you're going straight over the fire and trying to do it the whole time,
then you got to
flip it and flip it. Yeah. You better wrap it in full.
Hey, and you got to be careful, dude, because if it's a big tomahawk, that flipping them back and forth, start tearing it off of the bone.
It will.
Right.
I hung one. I took a drill, drilled a hole in the top of the bones where I could get it on the hook on the drum smoker, and I drilled another hole at the base and tied my butcher twine through there so the steak couldn't come apart while it was hanging. Mm-hmm. Did it the whole time, and man, it was one of the better tomahawks I've ever ate.
Pretty.
It gets color all the way around it. You think you cooked it in cast iron. It just got that nice bark on the outside. Yeah.
Hey, you hear that, Matt? Hey, they kicking real knowledge right here, bro. Hey, somebody just asked me how many wings do I think I can eat, and if I was just like trying to max out.
Whole or flats and drums?
Hey, look, is that really flats and drums? Let's just say we'll go with flats and drums.
20 piece.
That'd be tough, man. A lot of people would probably think I eat more than I do. Just my metabolism.
I can do it 20 piece. Yeah, I would say me. I don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know. I probably can't get one if I'm hungry.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I haven't had nothing to pack it in.
No size, no
fries.
Nothing.
Yeah, no celery and ranch and all that and rolls.
Breaded or naked? That's the thing too.
Yeah, that's the thing too. If you go
Hooters
breaded,
wings 10.
Yeah, if you go breaded, they stick to you. But if you go naked fried or whatever, it's not as
like how we had them today.
Yeah.
I can probably do 15 to 20.
Yeah. I can do those. Well, I don't know. See, that butter sauce though adds richness.
Oh, that's true.
Depends on what they're sauced in.
That's true.
There's a lot goes into that. You can't just throw that on somebody.
Right. Hey, Lisa, I see you. The Lisa D Delight Show. Still, they like it well done. Oh, they don't want no pink. I just can't do it. I just want to ask, have you guys ever really gave it a chance? You know what I mean? You got to give it a chance.
I ain't knocking you, but you wasted money cooking it. Cooking it well done.
Yeah.
I
can tell you, I got a place, steakhouse in my city called Dwayne's. I went there for my birthday. That's every bit of $250. Ooh. You know what I mean?
Fine dining.
Hey, you want to hear something funny? This is when you start looking at your own self a little differently. The waiter had an assistant. The assistant recognized me from YouTube. But they stay professional there.
In the
they don't.
Steakhouse, yeah.
He would lose his job if he'd have said, "Hey, I know that dude."
Yeah.
So he doesn't say nothing. My waiter comes back and says, "Excuse me. I'm just trying to have a birthday dinner with my wife." And he says, "Excuse me." He says, he started talking to me about television. I said, "Oh no, you mean YouTube?" And I said, "Yes, I have a YouTube channel." He said, "Well, the gentleman, that's my assistant, recognized you." Blah blah blah. So it had ran through all the Dwayne's. Now this is a high end. It's in Mission Inn in Riverside. The head chef came out and spent 16 minutes at my table on his knees.
Just talking?
Talking to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Tell me about his schooling.
This is a trained chef, too.
And I kept saying, he kept calling me a chef.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm not a chef. And he said, just because I didn't go, because I said I didn't go to school. I'm just an average dude making cooking videos, showing people how to make stuff easy.
Yeah.
And he said, I might not be formally trained, but I'm a chef. That's what he told me.
Right. He's right.
He's 100% right.
Right. But I still kind of like stay away from that. You know what I mean? People in my comments, comments is brutal.
Oh,
man. Every time I pick up a knife, I get nervous because somebody going to say, he got no knife skills. Yeah. I can't.
Don't watch me cut onion.
Oh, yeah, really. I do that off camera now. You know what I mean?
Pre-chop.
Right. There you go. All right. What's the time frame on smoking and grilling? Oh, smoking a hog. Ooh. Brother Jay Blaze. Hey, that's funny you said that because I was just asking these two right here. You know what I mean? When
About
can we
1
do
hour
it?
per 10 pounds is the way I do it. But it depends on the size of that hog. We usually cook about a 15 pounder. It's going to, 150 pounder. It's going to take us, every bit of, 15 hours, yeah.
And two, it depends on your cooker, how
Yeah,
much airflow you
yeah.
have. If you got a cooker that's not moving a lot of air, it's going to take a little bit longer.
Yep.
But if you have one that's moving a good bit of air, it'll speed it up.
10 pounds per hour is that's about at 235 to 250 degrees cooking temp.
Man,
10 pounds per hour.
Chris, you writing all this down, bro? Well, don't erase this live, man.
And if you had elevation, how long it take?
It depends on what elevation you had too. It slows things down big time.
Maddie's in the chat and she's asking, "What's your favorite way to prepare a tri-tip?"
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm from California. That come from up northern Cal for us, like Santa Barbara. That's where the tri-tip come from. I stay away from tri-tip. Why? Because it's a lean meat, and I'm always doing a brisket. And I could just tell you from just if I had a brisket here that's cooked properly and a tri-tip at its best, I couldn't give away the tri-tip.
Yeah.
I mean, just being honest. Now, if that was the only thing I had, then that's it. But for me, if it was my choice, I probably wouldn't even eat the
Talk
tri-tip.
to Kevin.
Yeah, we got to get you with them Australian ones. See if we can change you on that. I agree.
Yeah, no,
I agree. Good brisket tops tri-tip any day of the week. Now, I like tri-tip. It's a different protein, though. Like you said, it's tougher. And you eat it rare or mid-rare at the most. I don't even take it medium because it gets so tough and dried out that it's
Right.
sirloin.
Right.
So it ain't got the fat content. But to cook them the way I'd like to reverse sear them. That's the best way. Start them off away from the heat, bring them up slow, and then get you a little crust over the high coals at the end. That's the best way to cook them. And a lot of times on those grills you're talking about, the Santa Maria grills they use over in Northern California, they roll the heat up. They'll start it off on that raised grate with the big wheel where they got it on the cable. And they'll start it off high, and then as it gets closer to done, they'll move it down and flip it there at the end and get it over the hot coals. But that's probably the most standard way that I know.
Okay.
So Keenan Williams says, "What's the best cut of steak?"
Now that's subjective too.
That's a big one.
Man. Okay, let's talk about like how I was. Let's just rewind the clock. Let's do it by like time frame.
All right.
If you go back to like 20 years ago, what was the best steak then? Everybody was pushing what kind of steak?
Prime Angus, I would say ribeye.
So, I guess it would go by really, I guess where you live at. Because for me, everybody was talking about T-bone was the best.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? And
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but 20 years ago, yeah, I'd say so.
Applebee's was on the New York Strip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was just like what everybody knew. I'm going to say the last 10 to 12, no, I'm going to say about the last 10 years, it's been the ribeye.
Yeah.
Because now everything is just rib. You don't hear nothing else. Even when you go see the butcher, he got that laid out for you.
The ribeye.
The ribeye.
I'm a ribeye man too.
Me too.
But it's like my smokers. I like them all.
All right.
I like a good filet.
Your last meal, what cut of beef it going to be?
Yeah, that's a good
That's
question.
the way to figure that out. If you could pick any cut cooked to perfection, what would it be?
If it's my last meal, I'm going to go with that brisket. Yep. I'm going to go with it.
Good brisket.
Yeah, good brisket.
Fatty or lean or both.
Point. Come on. Come on, man.
Knew I liked
Was that a trick? Was that a trick question?
That was a trick question.
Come
I
on,
wasn't going to take no cred points if you'd have said flat.
right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the flat
Yeah.
because when the brisket is done right,
Yeah.
and then I don't lie to nobody. I tell you, to make sure that my flat come out right, I use the crutch. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you got to.
Oh, yeah.
I think so. I don't think nothing wrong with butcher paper or something. I
I never thought about that. I've been using the foil.
Yeah.
But butcher paper might work a little better.
Yeah, it works great. It gets so you don't lose as much of the bar.
Yeah, as much as the
It gets now, but if you like catching that au jus, you got to have that foil to catch it because the paper ain't gonna do it.
All right, so I got something real quick. We got over 500 viewers in the chat, and we got 375 likes. Can we get the likes up? Like, just bring it all the way up. See if we can get it to like 500.
Hey, let me just tell you this. That can work two ways. Now that you didn't call attention to that, we can go 200 the wrong way. No, it's all good. But I can tell you this. I don't care how they do it. Just smash something.
Hey, if you guys like what you guys are seeing right now, I think you guys should blow up the chat. Spam the chat with some fire emojis.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
What's going to be yours? Cut of beef.
Sadie.
If
when
I
is
had to
my
pick
birthday?
my last one, it's probably gonna be a ribeye. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a
That'd be a
ribeye
tough one.
man.
Might have to go to picanha.
Yeah, picanha's good, but it's back there. It's in the sirloin family. And I'm talking about just you can pick Wagyu or whatever you want.
Oh man, They dropping them right now. Look,
Look, there's the
you,
fire.
hey,
There's
look,
the fire. We on fire.
you asked for it.
There's your
hey,
fire.
you asked
Hey,
for
we're
it,
on
buddy.
fire.
There you
We're
go.
on fire.
Right. Hey, Sadie, you asked when my birthday? My birthday month is June.
So we got somebody that says, let's see, how to get chicken crispy on the smoker.
Crank that temp up.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, and a lot of people, you know, they start off. It's fine to smoke chicken, get some smoke on it, but if you want to get that, you got to get that layer of fat between that skin and rendered, or it's never going to get crispy. And so I cook my chicken up around 350. I mean, I'll start it out in smoke zone, you know, 250 degrees, maybe even lower, 225 for the first 20, 30 minutes, depending on what cut. And then when I get to the end, I'm cranking that temp up, melting that fat, and that skin will get crispy.
Hey, remember, y'all heard it here on S&G with AB.
S&G with AB.
Right. You know what? And then what I'm learning from, you know, because I've always wanted to do competition. I've done some little small local stuff like in the neighborhood, you know, just little small things. But I want to do it, I guess, on more of a grand scale, right?
Yeah.
So when I started doing my research, you know, and looking at how they do the chicken, I've seen people when they have the thighs, they peel the skin off like that. I've even actually seen the skin. I thought when a couple of videos I had watched, they had peeled the skin back, but it was still kind of attached to the chicken, to the thigh. Then I seen a couple of more videos where the skin was completely off. It was two pieces, and the guy had a knife and he was scraping the fat off.
That is so bad too. That is like the worst.
Is it?
Oh, it makes you hate chicken.
This
You don't
is
realize
nasty.
how much fat's on that skin until you get a knife on it and start
And
scratching.
how nasty it is when it starts warming up.
Yeah, it's bad.
Mm.
You'll quit eating it.
I don't know.
I love chicken.
Yeah, me and the bird.
I hadn't had a
Let's go.
chicken thigh in I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
All right, any pointers on smoking the brisket? I suck at them. Need help. Randy. Well, you know what? You'd have to tell me like where do you
Where
need
it's
the
messed
help? Yeah, like where do we start? You know what I mean?
Don't rush it. Let it do its thing.
Right. And then you know what? It's another thing too. If I'm just cooking for some friends coming over, I don't do all of that I do. You know, when I'm not saying, I guess because it's more of a visual. You can do the fat side of it, the fat cap on it. You know how everybody likes to have like a quarter of an inch and be consistent. If you cooking for your family, it doesn't have to be that crucial.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Just make sure you leave some protection on there.
That fat will save you sometimes too, because you know, especially that's the way I learned to cook brisket. I left a lot of that fat on, and it comes off easier when it's hot than it does when it's cold, and it adds a little bit extra insulation. Now it takes you a little longer to cook it, but it's almost like a safety net having that layer of fat on there.
What's the longest you ever cooked a brisket?
Shoot, 28 hours.
Oh yeah, he was
Long and slow, but I'm talking low and slow, like 200 degrees.
I was gonna say 190.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it took a long time.
Okay.
But see, I think where people mess up on brisket is they don't give themselves enough time. Brisket ain't just about getting smoke on it, wrapping it up, and cooking it to a final temp. You got to calculate in a rest too. Now, you need to
A
rest
long
brisket,
rest.
yeah, a minimum of 2 hours, and I like to go 4 to 6. That's what lets it calm back down and makes it juicy. You cut that brisket as soon as it comes off. It's like you cook one up to 202 degrees or whatever you take it to in the flat. You slice it up, it's going to be dry as a bone. It ain't had time. You pushed all that moisture out. It ain't had time to soak back in. It's all out towards the edge. So when you go to cutting it, you're going to lose it.
Man, you know what? I'm listening to you. You know what I mean? Just rewinding my clock back, just thinking like all the mistakes that I make now, especially when I'm making a video. You're trying to time it.
Oh,
It
yeah.
don't finish when it's supposed to. Now I'm losing my light. Now I feel like, okay, now I can touch it. You know, I'm going to go ahead and rush it. Then when I cut it, you know what I mean? But
It ain't
when
what you want it to be.
it's not what I want it to be. That's why I kind of like stay away from it, you know, because we are teachers. That's what we are. And we want to teach it the right way. You know, other than that, I'd have to have my cameraman, you know, stand with me. You got to
Yeah.
spend the night here tonight, buddy, because it's ready. Because I tell people, it's ready when it's ready.
That's right.
Right. It's ready when
I will say this: just when you think you got brisket figured out, it's going to be the worst one you ever made next, because it's done that to me many times.
Oh,
They don't always. Brisket is probably the hardest cut of barbecue to cook. I think, consistently, yeah. It's hard.
Now, look, Mike, I don't know if Mike is in here. He might not be in here. But my partner, man, listen, you're talking about, so they say to be an expert, you put 10,000 hours into something. I don't have 10,000 hours cooking brisket. My partner been doing it. Because on the meat side, I run 3 different companies. You know what I mean? So this is why I tell you I'm busy. You know, so from January, I'm gonna say the first week of January, all the way up until the end of July, we have been putting on meat, and he's been running that brisket, you know, every day. You know what I mean? If that don't make you getting close to being an expert.
Yeah.
I mean, that's every day. And the brisket I've watched it come and I watched it go. Then I watched it get consistent for even longer. And just that process, but the rest process, because when they finish, they get a couple of hours to rest before we bring them to the restaurant. You know, when we were doing the pop-up.
Right.
And they go into that warmer. You know,
Warmer's key, too.
You look at all those Texas guys, they're putting their briskets on overnight. They're getting done that morning.
For the next day.
Usually about 5 or 6 o'clock before they're ever going to start serving them at lunch at 11. So even if they cooked them that night, they're holding them 6 hours at probably about 140 degrees, because that's what it's got to be.
That's it, yeah.
So, you're getting a long rest on those.
Right.
And that's what people don't do at home. Like nobody puts their oven on 140 and then throws their brisket in there and lets it sit for 6 hours before you serve it. Once you get it done, you might throw it in a dry cooler with some towels or something, let it hang out. That's what we do. But I've never tried to hold it at 140 like a restaurant. If you want to get restaurant quality, y'all probably gonna be working on it at the new joint.
Right. Now, we got the process using the Lone Star, really an insulated grill.
Yeah, there you go.
Insulated really saved it because of who. I'm going to be honest with you. You know how hard it is. Well, you guys know how hard it is to watch a stick burner. You know what I mean? Hey, but that outlaw outside. Hey, you know what? We got to have that conversation before I leave here, too.
Yeah.
I like the way that held that temp. But the insulated was really key. You know what I mean? Then the fact that we have a warmer, that helps out, too. Hey, listen, if this is going a little long for you guys are going to let me know. Uncle AB, moving up in the world. Yes. I'm trying to. Healthy living with Mrs. Renee, the barber.
Got a super chat.
Hey, no, you don't have to. But, hey, let me say this. War Fish, 1984. You say that. But can you imagine it's 500 people in here and there's all these comments. And then when someone's talking, I was raised, I kind of try to look at them. How are we going to keep up with everything on there? You know what I mean?
I think it's lagging. Why we got to see it that time.
Yeah, right. right. You slowed it
I need
down?
to fire up the old hickory. I do. I hadn't cooked on it in a while.
I'm not sure who asked earlier, but someone asked, who do you guys watch on YouTube?
AB.
Hey, he just tried to steal my thunder.
Oh, for real.
But I watch you.
I was watching you. That's how I asked about those wings.
Hey, Bad Beast Barbecue, he in here. I watch him because he cooks on the same pellet grill that I use. I look at everybody. Hey, Cooking with CJ, I saw you in there, man. Go ahead and throw something up. Hey, okay, he said, I'm a charcoal guy. What? Slow that back down. He said, my grill has a gas grill. Man, it went away. Can you bring it back?
Steak.
He says, I'm a charcoal guy. My girl has a gas grill, and I need to cook steak. I need advice.
You can do it on a propane grill.
You can.
How much you like her? Buy her a charcoal grill.
Right.
Now, you know what I would do to give it a little bit of that flavor, AB?
Hey, thanks, Mike.
I would I'd make me a little full pouch or get me some wood and put it on the grill in the corner so we can put it down on the eye. Remember how we used to do, Mark? Yeah. It'll give you some grill flavor even though you're cooking with propane. Because if that's all you got, that's all you got.
Right.
But I would
lava rocks. I mean, they work.
Yeah, they'll give it some. But that's going to be your best bet. And don't go on there and turn all the burners on a gas grill and try to cook on it. Make you some zones where you got a safety. Because that's what a lot of people make mistakes when they're cooking with propane. They'll fire it all up. That grill will go up to 700 degrees, and anything they put on there, they charge, just burn it, slap up.
Right.
You got to use part of the grill for cooking hot, part of it for cooking cool. That way you can move it around if it gets ahead of you. But I'm not a propane grill. You won't catch me cooking on it.
Right. Somebody said drum smoke is
not
not the
drink
truth.
Curly's.
DM straight. Oh, damn straight. All right. Who do you guys watch on YouTube? Cooking or grilling?
Man.
Hey, Josh, I can tell you this, though. I watch a lot of people. Hey, is that the comment you see? Because
This is another one.
Oh, okay. Hey, but listen, I'm glad you said that because I think other people need to hear that. I watch everybody. Yeah. You know what I mean? I watch Sam, the cooking guy. I watch you. I watch Oh, Google Foods.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
watch his other channel, Sous Vide Everything.
What's the brisket guy's name? The
Mad Scientist?
Mad Scientist. You ever seen him?
Yes.
He does
yes.
brisket. That's all he does.
That's
is
all he
brisket.
does.
He's awesome though.
Right.
He got it down pat.
He's
though.
got it down pat. Yeah.
I think that is. I mean,
Hey,
we get
look at that. Alton Reed. Look at that. Hello from South Mississippi. Hey, we close.
Alton. Yeah, he spells his different.
Natural Beauty said, "What are the best knives for or when cutting meat?"
Okay, let me just say this to John Morales. Hey, you say, I call him La Capital. I watch him too. You know, I even watch the Spanish version, you know, that he does. You know, he does, you guys got to check him out.
Yeah.
Whatever he puts out, this guy gets, man, if he don't get 1 million views on every video, it's just like everybody loves him and they, you know, they support him and they watch his videos, but they really pumping him. Hey, he got some interesting stuff on there. He did a brisket on a green egg.
Yeah.
It was interesting. Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Sadie Peace. This is for the horoscope people here. That are you a Gemini or a Cancer? We love you, Chef AB.
Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and just say I'm true to my sign. I don't even believe in all of that, but everything I read about my sign, that's what I am. I'm a Gemini.
Gemini.
Oh yeah, that's me, 100%. Atlanta in the building. That's right.
Heath Riles. I watch him. That's my buddy.
Audrey Hernandez.
I guess that's who they're talking about there.
I watch all these.
We just hit 40 minutes.
Pit Boys. Yep.
Okay.
Watch them.
So you know what? Hey, this was cool. You know what? I want to say thank you to both of these gentlemen right here. You know, for just letting me use their room right here. I got a lot out of this, as I got out of that grill outside too. You know what I mean? If you guys want to know what I would like to do for my channel, this is it right here. You know, hey, this is like you opened up your home, though, because this is where you spend all your time at.
Hey,
anyway.
man.
You know,
Once you come hang out with us, you family automatic, AB.
man,
So
that's
you're
what I'm
welcome to
talking
come
about.
back whenever, man.
that's what I'm.
And I got to get out west. I can't wait.
I can't wait to have you out that way too. So I want you guys, you know, smash the like button. You know, I'm saying thank you to them, you know, these two gentlemen. And you know what? There's some other people that's behind the scene right now. I wish I could turn the camera on it. We got Chris and we got Tyler. These are the ones that did all the technical, you know, everything. You see I'm speaking into a mic, we live and all of that. Hey, I just want to say, hey, thank you. I know where I'm going. For those of you guys that follow me, this is where we going, folks. Now, I'm going to let you guys say your channels one more time, as if they don't already know. You know what I mean? And then we're going to go ahead and wrap this up.
Swine Life Barbecue. Y'all can find us on all the platforms. We appreciate the support. AB, I learned a lot from you this week, man.
Man, that's what's up, man. Thank you, bro.
And how to barbecue right for me. You know, I'm everywhere. So y'all come check it out.
Hey, with that being said, you guys, I ain't got nothing I can drop. My phone is already on its last leg. I can't do nothing like that. But I'm going to say this. Hey, thanks to everybody. Thank you guys for dropping in here. I know I'm intruding on, what is the day, Wednesday? I'm intruding on everybody's life. I appreciate it. Hey, Cooking with CJ, Matt. Hey, that's what's up. Hey, all of us YouTubers, you guys can reach out to me. Let's talk. Let's get on this. I got a new studio getting ready to open up. You know what I mean? So, let me just say this for those of you guys that are local. In a couple of months, if you guys are local, I'm going to draw some names out of the hat. You can come in and you can cook along with me and watch the whole taping live. Hey, we going to get down like that. Because I got this thing. Listen, if Netflix not going to come to my house and ask me, do I want to get on the show, we going to produce our own.
There you go.
Hey, with that being said, hey, thanks everybody. And check this out. We out. Peace.
Good stuff. Yeah.
I'm sorry I ran long.